Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. I'm excited to be here with you. Today we'll be exploring how to study effectively. The focus is on strategies for academic success. This presentation is brought to you by Fidem TM. Over the next few minutes, we'll cover some key tips and techniques to help you improve your study habits and achieve your goals. Let's get started. Welcome to this part of our presentation. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of effective study habits. You know, academic success isn't just about putting in a lot of hours or studying hard. It's really about studying smart, using strategies that make your efforts more efficient and effective. Good study habits can do a lot to reduce stress, because when you study in a focused and organized way, you feel more confident and less overwhelmed. And of course, they can lead to better grades, which is always a great goal. Now, to give you a clear picture of what we'll cover, I'll start with understanding different learning styles. Everyone learns a bit differently, and knowing what works best for you makes a big difference. Then, we'll explore some proven techniques for effective studying, things like active recall, note-taking, and review strategies. Finally, we'll look at how time management and goal setting tie everything together, helping you stay motivated and on track. Throughout this presentation, keep in mind that developing good habits isn't just about studying harder, but studying smarter. By understanding these key areas, you'll be better equipped to succeed academically and build habits that last. Let's take a closer look at understanding learning styles. When we talk about the different types of learners, it's important to recognize that everyone has a unique way of absorbing information. For example, visual learners really thrive when they see things like images, diagrams, and other visual aids. These help them make sense of new concepts more quickly. On the other hand, auditory learners tend to retain information better when they hear it, whether that's through listening to lectures, discussions, or audio recordings. They often find it helpful to talk through ideas out loud or listen to explanations. Then we have kinesthetic learners, who prefer a more hands-on approach. They learn best when they can actively engage with the material. Think of activities, movement, or real-world applications. They need that physical involvement to truly grasp concepts. Finally, there are reading and writing learners. These individuals excel when they read texts, take notes, or write summaries. The act of reading and writing helps them process and remember information effectively. Understanding these different styles is key because it helps us tailor our learning strategies. When we connect this to the broader theme of personalized learning, it highlights how recognizing each person's preferred style can improve engagement and retention. So, by identifying your own style, or that of others, you can optimize your approach to learning and make studying more effective and enjoyable. Let's talk about creating a solid study plan. First, setting clear goals is essential. I recommend using SMART goals, that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, to keep your objectives clear and realistic. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, manageable steps that you can take action on regularly. Next, managing your time effectively is key. I suggest using a planner or digital calendar to schedule your study sessions. This helps you stay organized and ensures you're dedicating enough time to each subject. Remember to also include breaks and relaxation time to prevent burnout and keep your mind fresh. Finally, prioritization plays a big role. Focus on the subjects or topics that are most difficult or important first. A useful tool here is the Eisenhower matrix, which helps you categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. By doing this, you'll make sure you're working on what truly matters most, keeping your overall study plan efficient and goal-oriented. Let's dive into some effective study techniques that can really boost your learning. First up is active learning. This means engaging with the material actively, like asking questions, discussing topics, or teaching others. It's much more effective than passively reading or listening. Next is spaced repetition, which involves reviewing information at increasing intervals over time. This helps transfer knowledge from short-term to long-term memory, making recall easier in the long run. Then we have note-taking strategies. Good notes are key. They help you organize information clearly and can serve as valuable review tools later. Whether it's outlining, mapping, or the Cornell method, find what works best for you. Practice testing is another powerful technique. Testing yourself on the material helps reinforce learning, identify gaps, and improve retention. Remember, these techniques aren't just isolated tips. They connect to the overall goal of becoming a more effective learner. When you combine active engagement, spaced review, strategic note-taking, and self-assessment, you're setting yourself up for success. Let's talk about creating a conducive study environment. First, choosing the right space is crucial. Find a quiet, comfortable, and well-lit area where you can focus without distractions. A clutter-free workspace helps you concentrate better, so try to keep your area organized and free of unnecessary interruptions. Turning off notifications on your devices is also key to minimizing distractions. Next, gather all the tools and resources you'll need before you start studying. This means having your books, notes, stationery, and any other materials within arm's reach. Using apps and online resources can also be a great way to supplement your learning and keep things engaging. Finally, establishing a consistent study routine really makes a difference. Setting a regular schedule helps turn studying into a habit. Incorporate short, regular breaks, like using the Pomodoro technique, which suggests 5-minute breaks every 25 minutes of focused work. These breaks help refresh your mind and maintain your productivity throughout your study session. Remember, creating the right environment is about setting yourself up for success and making your study time as effective as possible. Now, let's talk about managing stress and staying motivated, which are crucial for your success. One effective way to handle stress is by practicing mindfulness and breathing exercises. These can really help reduce anxiety and keep you centered. It's also important to stay physically active and eat a balanced diet, as these habits help maintain your energy levels and improve your overall mood. When it comes to staying motivated, setting rewards for reaching your study goals can be a great incentive, maybe a little treat or a short break. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, like study groups or mentors, can boost your morale and keep you focused. And don't forget to track your progress and celebrate those small wins along the way. Recognizing your achievements keeps you encouraged and moving forward. All of these strategies tie back to our main theme. Staying motivated and managing stress are key to maintaining a steady, productive study routine. They help ensure you stay resilient and confident as you work toward your goals. Let's talk about avoiding some common pitfalls that can really hinder your study success. First up is procrastination. It's so tempting to put things off, but a good way to combat that is to break your tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. When tasks feel less overwhelming, you're more likely to start and stay on track. Also, try using time-blocking techniques. Dedicate specific times in your schedule just for studying. It helps you commit and creates a routine. Next, we have cramming. I know it's tempting to try to learn everything at the last minute, but planning ahead is much more effective. Spread out your study sessions and focus on understanding concepts rather than just memorizing facts. When you prioritize comprehension, you're building knowledge that sticks with you longer. Finally, multitasking is a big trap. Juggling multiple subjects at once might seem efficient, but it actually hurts your concentration and retention. Instead, focus on one subject at a time. Deep concentration on a single topic allows your brain to absorb information more effectively, leading to better results. Connecting all these points to our overall theme, being mindful of how we study, really highlights that strategic, focused efforts help us avoid these pitfalls and make our study time truly productive. Let's talk about leveraging technology to enhance your studying. First, there are study apps and tools like Quizlet, Evernote, or Trello. These can really help you stay organized and review material more effectively. For example, Quizlet is great for creating flashcards, while Trello helps you keep track of your study tasks and deadlines. Next, don't forget about online courses and videos, such as Khan Academy or Coursera. They offer valuable content that can supplement your learning and provide different perspectives on difficult topics. Moving on to digital note-taking, using tools like Notion or OneNote can make your notes more organized and accessible. Digital notes are easy to update, search through, and keep in sync across devices, making studying more flexible and efficient. Finally, consider joining online study groups, forums, or discussion communities. Collaborating with others online can offer support, motivation, and new insights. It's a great way to stay connected and engaged, especially when studying remotely. All these technological tools and resources align perfectly with our overall goal, making studying smarter, more interactive, and more effective. So, as we wrap up, let's quickly go over the key points. First, understanding your learning style is crucial. When you know how you learn best, you can tailor your methods to be more effective and efficient. It's all about working smarter, not harder. Next, planning and managing your time well makes a huge difference. By organizing your schedule, you can avoid last-minute cramming and reduce stress, which helps you retain information better. Using active learning techniques and spaced repetition is also vital. Engaging with the material actively and reviewing it over time helps reinforce your knowledge and makes it stick in your memory longer. Now, for some final tips, consistency really is key. Studying regularly beats trying to cram everything at once. Establishing a routine keeps you on track and prevents burnout. And don't forget to stay organized, manage your stress levels, and keep a positive mindset. These habits not only support your learning, but also keep you motivated and resilient throughout your journey. Remember, these strategies are all about creating a sustainable, effective approach to learning that aligns with your personal style and goals. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I truly appreciate your engagement and interest. Remember, the key takeaways from this presentation highlight the importance of applying these concepts to achieve success. I hope you feel inspired to take the next steps with confidence. If you have any questions or want to discuss further, please feel free to reach out. Once again, thank you for being here and for your commitment to growth and